Minister, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today's attendance here at the David Livingstone Centre in Blantyre bears witness to the memory of this remarkable man and his impact in Scotland and around the world 204 years after his birth. From his humble upbringing into a mill worker's family, his upbringing in the one-roomed building above your heads here, his employment in the local cotton mill from the ages 10 to 26 years, whilst completing his studies and schooling at Anderson College in Glasgow, David Livingstone went on to fulfil his lifelong ambition as a medical missionary in Africa for 32 years until he passed away at the age of 60. His strong family Christian heritage, coupled with the fine education he received, courtesy of the philanthropy of the local mill owners, Dale, James, Menteith, who funded a school teacher and a library, set him on a dedicated course for the rest of his life, which embraced social conscience and reform, tending the sick, remarkable explorations, and Christian witness. His primary focus was to spread Christianity and end the slave trade. Summarising David Livingstone's legacy succinctly is a challenge and really underpins the rationale for the continuation of the David Livingstone Centre and the funding of its redevelopment to make it fit for purpose in the 21st century. In closing, I shall do my best to do justice to his legacy. Despite Livingstone's potentially life-threatening wounds following attack by a lion in the days before antibiotics or accident and emergency departments, despite the challenges of unnavigable rivers, impassable swamps, tropical diseases, and the tsetse fly killing the domesticated livestock, David went on to discover the Victoria Falls, travel around 29,000 miles in, and map 2.5 million square miles of southern Africa, to sow the seeds of the subsequent flourishing Christian communities in Malawi, Zambia, Botswana, and beyond. And within a year of his death, have the Sultan of Zanzibar issue a decree stopping the trade in slavery. Here are three final quotes to consider. In 1854, Sir Roderick Murchison of the Royal Geographic Society hailed Livingstone's geographic achievements as the greatest triumph of geographical research which has been effected in our times. Livingstone's contemporary, Florence Nightingale, declared him the greatest man of his generation. Lastly, in humility, David himself wrote, "And though I see few results, future missionaries will see conversions follow every sermon. May they not forget the pioneers who worked in the thick gloom with few rays to cheer, except such as flow from faith in the precious promises of God's word." Ladies and gentlemen, let us also not forget David Livingstone.